How well do you know your building? The path to deep decarbonization starts with this question. Traditionally, retrofit projects have been limited in scope and primarily focused on equipment replacement. By comprehensively evaluating existing conditions, project teams can uncover where energy is wasted, where systems can be improved, and where the biggest gains are possible. Strategic Decarbonization Planning, or SDP, represents a paradigm shift in building retrofits that aligns a building's capital plan with low-carbon upgrades. By designing a plan that is responsive to externalities, SDP enables cost-effective opportunities that reduce building emissions and increase asset value. The SDP framework outlines 3 key steps for creating a comprehensive decarbonization roadmap. In this video, we'll review Step 1, holistically assessing your building's existing conditions.
Starting with the holistic conditions assessment is a new way of thinking. In the past, retrofits were done piecemeal. A chiller one year, lighting the next, but now we step back and we look at the building as a whole system. This lets us align upgrades with other projects that may be going on, sequence them strategically, and unlock bigger, long-term benefits.
A conditions assessment includes 3 major considerations. The first is assess building systems.
A critical part of this first step is looking closely at how the building uses energy day to day. That's what uncovers the true picture of performance, and it's what helps you zero in on the upgrades that matter the most. From there, you examine the equipment itself. Are systems reaching the end of their useful life? Are there components that need to be tuned to perform at their best? Are the systems right-sized for today's loads? By looking at both the energy use and the state of equipment, you build the foundation for what comes next. Whether that's squeezing more life out of a system, lowering its operating costs, or getting the building ready for electrification.
Next, evaluate asset conditions. Think about your asset's real estate profile.
Many buildings have capital plans with budgets and future upgrades already on the books. And if you sync those moments with decarbonization, you avoid duplicate work and you can stretch each dollar further and reduce risk, all while positioning the building more competitively in the market. When looking at the asset, ask yourself, is there upcoming refinancing on underlying debt? Are tenant leases coming due? Are apartments scheduled for renovation or turnover? Because each of these events can act as a catalyst, a moment in time, creating the perfect window to implement upgrades more cost-effectively.
Lastly, analyze market conditions. Consider external factors that affect your building.
External forces like policy, technology, and energy pricing are often beyond our control, but they shape every building decision. And if you ignore them, you risk making investments that won't hold up for the long term. Policy, for example, is a major driver. In New York City, Local Law 97 sets strict carbon limits on buildings, and planning for those now helps you stay compliant and avoid penalties. Technology is another. Heat pumps, control systems, and energy storage are improving rapidly. We're seeing new and better products coming out all the time. A good roadmap leverages what's available today, but keeps the building flexible to adopt these advancements in the future. And then there's the electric grid, maybe the biggest topic of all. We know it's going to decarbonize, but the pace is uncertain. By grounding a decarbonization plan in today's realities, but keeping it flexible for the uncertainties ahead, you create a roadmap that's both practical and resilient. And that kind of forward-thinking planning is what makes decarbonization stick.
St. Elizabeth Manor is a building in Staten Island. It was built in the 1990s. It has 80 units, and it's an affordable senior housing residence. All of the building systems are original to the building, so over 30 years old. We were experiencing water and air infiltration from the facade and around the windows and the roof. The ventilation was depressurized, and so it was allowing a lot of air from the outside to come into the building. That was, as you can imagine, making things very uncomfortable for the residents. So this was a good time to think about upgrading systems and energy efficiency. We were thinking about decarbonization. There are some local laws, Local Law 97, that are definitely pushing building owners in that direction for good reason. But I think the planning process really helped us uncover what were the issues that were leading to the most carbon emissions and/or inefficiencies in the building. And so once we were able to identify those, we could address them holistically rather than just saying, oh, we're going to electrify, without really looking at the facade issues or, the fact that the ventilation wasn't balanced. looking at those things and doing them together in partnership means that you're going to have an even more efficient and well-maintained building.
Conducting a thorough conditions assessment ensures that the external factors impacting your building are accounted for in your retrofit planning. And remember, timing is everything. Having a plan in place allows you to act during key moments or emergencies without having to stray from your path toward decarbonization. With your conditions evaluation complete, you're now ready for step 2, designing resource-efficient solutions. Head to our next video to learn about how to create an action plan that phases retrofit projects over time. And for more on STP, check out the Retrofit Playbook for Large Buildings, a living library of tools and resources designed to guide building owners and project teams through high-quality, low-carbon retrofits.